Johnson County Solid Waste Management meeting at 2:05 PM on September 8th, 2025. Roll call, please.
Mark Myers,
Present.
Brian Baird, Ron West,
Present.
Kevin Walls,
Present.
Susie Quell,
Present.
David Lexi, and
I'll
John
take one.
Ditmars.
Here.
Thank
So we have a quorum.
Thank you. First on the agenda is approval of minutes from July 14th, 2025.
I'll make a, oh, no, I'm sorry, Mark.
Good, Susan.
I'll make a motion to approve the July 14th, 2025 minutes.
Second.
Got a first from Susie, a second from Mark. All in favor, please say aye. All opposed, same. Motion carries. Treasurer's report. She's in person and live.
I am in person, yes. Happy to be here. Looking for approval for the check register of claims dated July 12th, 2025 to September 8th, 2025. The general fund is $46,061.88. The bond fund is $122,650.77. For a total of $168,712.65.
Any questions? We might get some questions after Mr. Harrison presents.
Do we have retainage?
So-
Angela, do you know? We still hold retainage in our bond fund. How much of that is retainage?
Those figures, I think it's 5%, but the total amount. So we're holding a fairly substantial amount as the public.
So of that 122,650, that, does that include the retainage or not include the retainage?
It should, if that's what we got in for the bond.
That's my question.
Those are expenditure,
Yeah, these are checks written.
the 122.
Okay.
57.7, that's the expenditure.
So what do we have in the bond fund? I misunderstood what Angela said. What do we have?
That's a big
That's a big question. Vicky.
question.
Yeah,
I don't.
Currently should have it.
but you might want to know, since there's some questions probably gonna
No.
Because that's not gonna cover.
request to pay some of the things that.
I haven't seen it yet.
She does not have the.
Swinging the whole thing. Turn out.
We can, I believe it is approximately 750,000. Because she did have it printed this morning, I just think that she overlooked it. So it's approximately $750,000.
After expenditure of the 122,
Yes.
so there'll still be 7 something.
Yes.
What do
Thank
you
you.
have? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
No. I was just asking about what is left in the bond fund, and I've been advised that there's approximately 700,000 in the bond fund after payment. If you approve of the 122
Okay,
on this listing here.
okay. Does everybody understand that?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we approve the 122,650.
Have a motion?
Second.
Have a second. Mr. Myers had a first, Mr. Dittmers had a second. Any discussion? Or is Ron still looking through that? You okay?
I'm okay.
Okay. Okay, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same motion.
Thank you.
Motion carries.
John.
Mr. Dittmer. All right, CAC committee, there's no report.
Yep, no report today and no one present. We'll be
Okay.
meeting soon, so.
Next is director's report. Jesse?
I am thrilled to announce that we will have our compactor put in place tomorrow for the recycling. The concrete work is all done. They actually made very quick work of it. And Wes's stamp of approval has been put on it. So we will have the compactor placed tomorrow, which will make our lives much easier over at the center. So we're ecstatic for it. We are unfortunately down another employee, but we are doing our best to all pitch in. It was literally 5 people on deck last Thursday before the holiday and Tuesday after the holiday. We have just been crazy now that more people are understanding that we take the household hazardous waste in the facility at the same time as the recycling. But with the compactor in place, that will certainly help us. We're also learning kind of how to do some traffic logistics and opening up the other door to kind of let people flow through. So we will get it all together. And but so far we are doing great out there. Again, just so happy for that compactor. So we do have before you several quotes that we talked about at the last meeting that you asked me to capture for you. So I did, and I will take them, I guess, in whatever order you would choose for me to take them. The easiest one, to be honest with you, is probably the box truck. As we went through fleet and the government, so Bob helped to put this together for us for the county. So that is why you will see only one quote, because he sends them out and then whoever gets the low comes in, and he went through them all. So that is the one that says Clark, by the way, truck equipment, and then the pricing for the vehicle itself. Do you see that one? Okay. So if you would like to see the whole package, it was 30 pages. So I thought the most important part was, of course, the vehicle price plus the addition that you need for the box truck and the lift gate and so forth. But I do have the whole package here if you are at all interested in what it all entails. Bring that up to you all, but that's
So we have, if I'm understanding this right, you've got one from Ford for 45,116.50.
and that's the base, and then you have to do the box and the lift gate and all that separate. And so that's why,
Clark, so the total would
Yeah.
be
Doing the math here.
68, 69, basically. And Jesse, what are we currently using?
the van that's on literally its last leg. So that's why we got approval to go forward with the box truck. We've had it in the budget for 2 years. And we were talking about not including it for next year's budget. So in order to not include it for next year's budget, I went out for the quotes. And we do have the money in our general fund for this.
The addition would be $69,015.50, sir.
69 what?
$69,015.50.
So do you, I guess, do you put like labels on the side of the truck? Anything like that? Are they?
We can. I mean, we've never had a box truck, so yeah. So we've never.
Does the van have that?
No, the van does not. Our truck does just have our simple logo on the side of it. We don't have anything wrapped. We just have a basic logo that we had done.
It does not need any lights or anything.
No, everything is, I mean, this is 2 specs running down the road. So we would have the addition of putting on the logo on the side of the vehicle.
Is this Tommy 89-16? Is that the lift gate?
Yes, yes. I will be the first to admit that I gave this to Bob because I said I know a lot of things about a lot of things, Bob. A box truck is not one of them. So
And he utilized the QPR system. that
Yes.
You have available through your fleet
And
management.
that's included in this 23,899, I assume.
yes. Mhm.
So we went to a dealership, is this right? We went to a dealership in Bloomington. And that's Bob's decision to where he got the quote from. It looks like this is Community Ford of Bloomington, is that right?
Yeah, usually, sir, if I may, unless you know.
No, please.
Okay, usually when they send out the QPRs, the state does it so you qualify,
Mhm.
and then they send out the bids and whoever dealer comes in with the best bid.
So this is
everybody-
his bid.
That's correct. And that's why it's a qualified purchasing.
Okay.
Record. And
That's
so
what-
I did not speak directly with Bob, but having
That's
seen a
the
lot of,
practice.
that's the practice. They
Thank you.
typically will send it all out.
Okay.
You know, do you do
Standard.
police cars? Do you do that? And that will be the bid. They come back and
Okay.
say, you're now qualified. Purchaser.
Any other thoughts from the board?
I think we should make a motion to approve.
Anybody else have any questions?
I just have a technical question. The amount in the budget that we have, is it?
100,000.
It's, okay, so it's 100, so this is well within the.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I have one question also. Do your drivers have CDLs?
Ironically, I do have a driver that is, but none of this is CDL qualified because we made sure it wasn't so that anybody would be able to drive this. So it doesn't have the air brakes. It's just 16 feet. It stays under all of those qualifications.
But we will, of course, have to add it to our insurance.
I was gonna say insurance was gonna be my next question. Did we budget for the insurance?
We sure did.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you.
The-
Just trying to check all the boxes.
Please.
Jesse.
Yeah, that's,
No pun intended about the
Yeah.
boxes?
Yes, there.
Okay.
yeah.
Lynn.
Now, actually, Susie, let me quantify that. We did it to what I was aware of at that point, but we all know that insurance can do whatever it is that they choose to do.
You still continue to carry insurance on the van, so that's.
Oh, yeah, we
Okay,
have a
so-
truck, a van, yeah, and, yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Very good. Commissioners, do you have any questions that I missed?
I'm just, is this in stock vehicle?
Yes, everything is my understanding is that it's available, but
I have
that's,
to wait for 6 months. for
yeah,
it.
no.
I didn't speak with Bob.
Okay.
But
I liken it to how Tommy handles the police cars. They're there and then they.
yeah, and then I think it gets sent over to this Clark to get all the other stuff put on and then.
I think we have a motion on the floor
Okay,
from
then I'll second.
Mayor Myers, second from Susie. Any other discussion, any other questions? Okay. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Go get you a new truck.
Yay, so much easier as we continue to grow that cardboard. So, okay. The next one would be, I have the landscaping, not landscaping, excuse me, the yard maintenance for the facility. That would be the driver property services and Bucks. And we did send out 3 quotes. We only received 2 back. Now, this is about as apples to apples as it can be. I will tell you, I emailed Bucks and got this information back. I do believe he came to our facility. I cannot be 100% certain of that. Driver Property Services, however, did meet with me directly, asked many questions. I happen to know that he also has 3 businesses that he does within a half a mile from our office. He also does a lot of work in Franklin and including the Hillview Country Club and that surrounding development. His mowing rate is a little bit higher, but if you look at all the things, I cannot be guaranteed that that's what's actually in Buck's quote because Buck did not speak to me directly. The other thing is, as you will see, snow removal is actually less by quite a bit, depending on the snowfall. But I understand that one is with hours, one is with inches, so forth. But I will also say he was very specific in that he definitely uses the right ice melt for the asphalt, a different ice melt for the sidewalks. They come back, make sure to remove the salt from the sidewalks if it doesn't look like we're going to have ice for a couple of days. So personally, I felt that not personally, professionally, I felt that his response was a lot more accurate and a lot more realistic to our needs. So I guess more responsive would be the right terminology there.
That's Bucks,
No, driver property
driver
services.
properties.
Mhm.
Well, if you look at the mowing, Bucks comes in at, if you use the 35 times mowing, comes in at $5,400 compared to 78.75 on the other.
Right, but as I said, I know exactly what driver property is going to do, so he is gonna edge, he is going to weed, he is going to do all of those things for his 225. I do not know what Bucks is going to do for his 150.
So did you make it clear in your proposal that this was for next year for 24 months or?
Yes,
Okay.
but yes, we
Because
want,
obviously, we're not gonna be using the mowing this year.
Oh, no, we
As well.
we
as-
are in a,
You think you're gonna get 39 or 35 mowing?
no, he is just, when he was putting this forward, he was using this as an example of what it would look like, because it's hard to propose something like, let's say it's dry all next year. He's not gonna mow 35 times next year if it's dry all next year. He's only mowing when we know we need mowed. So he was giving the estimate of 35 for the entire year. So I just took the rates, to be honest with you. I did not take the 35 mows. I just took the rates. Because again, you have no way of knowing how many snows we're gonna have, how many ice, we're gonna have. But we are in need of some mowing right now, for sure. So whomever we hire would be starting immediately, I would think. And Wes might be able to speak to that a little bit more.
Yeah. We got a situation where this summer we had to get the landscaping installed to get our temporary certificate of occupancy. So when we plant grass seed in July, we knew what it was going to take. So we've kind of got something green and it's all weeds. So that's scheduled to get redone
It
and
is.
put in per the specifications. So that part needs to be mowed down. Then the original contractor who does the landscaping for us will redo it all, and then we'll come back with an established lawn.
And Jesse,
Mhm.
also your building is located within the Franklin city limits, correct?
It is.
And it hasn't been mowed yet? Too much?
It is not.
Council might be present.
No.
Yeah.
It's been wearing.
She's wearing
I've disclosed to all my clients, but I will tell you that the city has understood this circumstances surrounding this and
They have.
is happy to work with the district.
They've been very good to work with.
They're not like Greenwood.
They've been very good.
And they understand, they want to be cooperative with another unit of government regarding this issue.
Yeah, they've been very good. I've dealt with Joanna throughout this whole thing. They've been very good to work with. So
However, we definitely
Still got
need something
issues.
to happen.
she's being very nice.
Okay.
So, yeah, Greenwood would be prosecuted in jail by now.
Well, you know. Gotta make money somehow.
Squeeze the turnips. So you have two in front of you, Bucks or Driver Property Services.
And can you identify for the record, please, Jesse, the third that we reached out to, because the statute requires you reach out to three, doesn't mean you have to get three in response. Can you tell us who you reached out to that did not?
I know it's Sims Lawn Care,
Okay,
and I put her in charge of it. He dropped the ball, so
so,
I've been involved in that. He dropped the ball, so he's out.
so we did reach out to three.
Oh,
Yes.
Thank you.
very definitely.
Thank
I
you.
reached out in more ways than one, as you can imagine.
I can imagine.
So you have it before you. And you've listened to Jesse.
So Jesse, just for my question, are we approving the rate or the number of mows?
I think it needs to be the rate, because we have no idea what the number of mows will be.
And I reviewed this
Okay,
as on, and look over here, you'll see in here, it's estimated 35
Yeah.
mows per
Yes.
season.
yes.
And it doesn't really say, I mean, both of them say it's hard to tell. I see that one on the Bucks is $300 for the first mow
Right.
and then $150 for the rest. So I think the only responsible way is to look at the rate as opposed to the number. I'll have to.
And my only concern is knowing what, based on this, all the things that is included in the driver property, but not getting a response to know all the things that is included in the bucks. Which, I mean, he could literally just be mowing the lawn, you know.
Yeah, I'm open. I'm open.
For that, right?
Pardon me?
Are you good for that? Is there more responsible?
If you think your recommendation from director's seat, because you're gonna be dealing with it, would be driver.
Yes, because he has 3 very prominent businesses right around the corner. I feel he'll be responsive to us with the snow and the salt from that standpoint, because he already is right there doing 3 businesses. Plus, you know, just he was much more detailed in what it was, the expectation was for those mows.
As you can see, driver has, the billing is every 2 weeks or monthly, and price is good for 24 months. Bucks has nothing I could find on it that says it's good for 24 months.
Right, that's what I was looking
Yeah,
at.
and either is terminable upon our request, so.
So I would like to make a motion that we accept driver on the fact that they have a more responsive and accurate presentation in their quote to us.
Okay, got a motion?
Second.
You got a second? All right, any more discussion on that? We go
Was
with
that
driver.
Mr. Dittmer's second? I'm sorry. No, was Mr. West?
West.
Yeah, you seconded it, sir? Okay. Thank you.
So with no further discussion, I would ask for a vote. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, same. Motion carries on. You got the box truck.
And now we're signed.
Yes, now we're on the signs, and the good
Service
thing
is
is,
the box truck.
I got 3 quotes back. Yay! So as you know, we had a presentation on the one sign, but as Lynn said, we really did need to see 3 quotes, even though they were part of the bond group, which is why they presented. So I did get 3 quotes back for what was supposed to be the same sign. I will point out to you that ASA signs, which did come in actually as the most expensive sign, is using a company that is not Watchfire. So and that doesn't matter other than the fact that you saw the Watchfire and it's a different company handling it. But they also came in with a 12 millimeter, so not the same 16 millimeter that we put out that was requested. And so I did a little digging about the 12 millimeters, and I have been told, and I do not know if this is accurate for all, so I do want to say that from the beginning, but I have been told that the 12 millimeter was actually discontinued, which is why none of the other 2 companies, because I did reach out and say, do you have the ability to do a 12 millimeter? I received a quote for a 12 millimeter, and I was told by both companies that it was actually not something that was available any longer.
So so I can follow you, Jesse, so that the record can follow you.
Sure.
ASA is proposing the 12 millimeter sign,
Right.
but Signcraft and Green Signs propose a 16 millimeter sign
Yes.
based upon what you just said.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So is the 12 millimeter gonna be a discontinued size?
It is my understanding that it is not available because they had pixel issues. But I can't be certain because I'm not in that business. I don't know. But that is what I was told by the other 2 companies. When I asked if they had something comparable, because if you notice, with Green Signs, the other one didn't even give another option, but when Green Signs initially came and spoke, they also gave a 10 millimeter option and an 8 millimeter option with a different price rating. And so I asked them both if they had a 12 millimeter and was told the same thing.
But if reading it right, and maybe I'm not Jesse, ASA with the 12 millimeter is the highest.
It is,
Quote.
yes, yep, ASA is the highest quote. Green Signs is still the lowest quote, and the middle quote, I guess, is Signcraft.
So it looks like Green Sign is the better of the three. In as much as they've got installation and all of that included in theirs, and Parent Signcraft doesn't have installation.
And yes, and Green Sign is the one that predominantly has been putting signs within this, Franklin, specifically Parkersville as well.
I haven't read through this, but they are. Do you need a variance for this sign of any type?
So
I asked Jesse to ask whoever quoted to reach out to the city to
Right.
determine.
They've got permit city fees, but sometimes they make for signs. I know certain jurisdictions
There
make them
are,
come in for a variance just so they're not flashing signs. They're not.
my apologies, there are sign permit fees, and so the process would be to go to the city first with your proposed sign and check and make sure that it's permitted under our sign ordinance.
And if it's not, then they have to.
If it's not, then they have to ask for variance.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to make sure we didn't get an extra charge for variance in this.
no, there was a conversation I believe already had that there was an awareness of the possibility. We have the sign ordinance and we're within that square feet and all the other information because we are industrial light.
So what I just heard you say is we shouldn't need a variance because as you understand
no,
it
no, no, no.
applies.
I'm not gonna say that.
Well, you just said it complies.
There's a difference between, speaking generally, because I did not have a conversation given my role. There's a difference between pixels and how rapidly you can set the sign and colors versus
Size
dimension
complies.
size and total square footage. And I believe this fits within those provisions, depending on how the sign is designed.
Size definitely does.
Yes,
Okay.
fit, but sometimes illumination,
Yes.
distance, that kind of thing may require. Now, I believe the gentleman that was here, I suggested that he reach out to make sure it would be approved before we would ever accept something, if that was done or not, John.
And were those gentlemen that were here from Green Sign?
Big signs, yes, they.
So I'll make a motion to accept the estimate or proposal from Green Sign.
Okay, we got a motion
Second.
Commissioner, did you want something?
and now we can talk about it.
Okay, all right.
So anybody got anything they would like to add? I got one thing I gotta ask.
Sure,
Is there a pedestal out there for this already poured?
this is gonna be right on the wall.
It's gonna be on the wall. This is the wall mount. Do we have the blocking in the wall?
Yeah,
And we have power pulled to that location? Okay.
Would it be fair to say that your motion is based upon the assumption there is not a variance required, and if there is, that they should come back to you? Because that may change the
I think it probably should.
money.
Yeah, because they will charge for going, getting it approved through the variance, because they'll have to produce.
There's a small charge for a sign permit, but given the looks on your faces and conversations, I kind of thought that you're assuming it doesn't require a variance.
yeah, they have 525 for permit procurement, which I'm assuming is the,
They'll have to go to a variance meeting
Yeah.
if not, so.
If not, so would you want them to come back if they have to get a variance or adjust the sign accordingly?
Or if
Do you
make
want
it
to change your motion?
24. 719, and if it exceeds it, they're gonna have to come back.
Yeah.
If you just put a limit on the 24, 719, then they would have to come back.
Agreed,
Yeah.
because it's not built into the quote.
What is the normal sign variance in Franklin?
I can't tell you. I should know, shouldn't I? But I don't.
Okay.
The question is whether or not they authorize it and allow it. Yeah, are they gonna bring an engineer or that kind of thing? But
It might restrict hours. There's probably restrictions on hours for flashing digital
things like
signs.
that, but
There'll be all kinds of stuff. that-
Lumen.
your
Yeah.
But
point,
if you just make it so it doesn't exceed 24, 719.
They'll
if you
have to
make
come
the
back.
motion, then they would
Yeah.
have to come back.
to your great
You okay
point,
with
thank
that?
you.
Make it simple.
Yeah, if they have to have a variance, they just have to have it, and you gotta pay for whatever it is anyways.
Okay,
And they're gonna supply all of everything they need in the way of engineering drawings, if all that's required, it'd just be an extra charge that no matter who does the sign, you're gonna have to pay it.
Yeah. Did we understand that fully? All right,
What is the?
The motion is made by Qualls to approve the request not to exceed the 24,700. I'm sorry.
719.
719, and it was seconded by Mr. West.
Okay. I understood.
okay. Any more discussion on that? Doesn't sound like it. All in favor, please say aye. All opposed. Motion carries. You got 24,719.
Great.
And I apologize if I called you Commissioner or Qualls or
No,
Susie
no,
or
no,
whatever.
Seconded the initial.
Oh,
We
so I
have
was more-
scheduled
It's-
2
Sorry.
shredding events, one of which is coming up on September 25th, right? I have that date, right? Okay. And November 6th, we are doing 2 Thursday evenings from 4 to 6. Part of this honestly is just because we don't have the opportunity with the way schedules are for the doing one on a Saturday. And we're really concerned if we don't have another one this year, what it would look like next year when we have our first one. So we are doing our best to do 2 Thursday evenings. We are closed at 4 o'clock at the center on Thursdays. And so we're just gonna tag right on from 4 to 6 and have the shredding. We will certainly let the police department know, since we know that that road is a little precarious, but we're hoping by opening both doors and having the shredding truck actually be all the way through the facility, we will slow a lot of people down and around from the facility where we used to have Amy Lane. That's also the benefit of having it on a Thursday versus a Saturday. More people will honestly be at work. So we will see how it all goes. But that's our plan. So those 2 events are coming up. I'm gonna skip over the open house because we'll probably have a discussion about that. But I just want to remind everybody that Jeff Peters will actually be handling the budget sessions for the districts. And so of course that is this September 11th. And then the one in October. And open house. So we have not had an open house because let's face it, we're still opening. So we have some things that need to be done. But I didn't know if we wanted to have our November board meeting at the facility and then let that be an open house for the public afterwards, because we're not open to the general public on Mondays. So we could kind of do an open house after the meeting. We could do an open house before the meeting, however you would prefer it to be done. But then we could do the open house, kind of do a little ribbon cutting because we haven't done any of those things. And then open it up to the public that maybe haven't found us yet. So thoughts?
Do you have the ability to
That's what I was gonna ask. Tom.
Record.
Do we have the ability to record?
record over there?
Because we have to live stream.
Right.
Live stream.
Okay, I will check
That was gonna be
into
the one
that
thing, yeah.
and send you an email and you can
Okay.
send it out to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly have we could certainly set up the video for Zoom. I just don't know if it's set, if it can be done
To live stream.
to live stream through your. Yeah.
Public meeting, just.
Right.
so
How
people-
many people are online right now?
Just us.
Yeah.
Just making a point.
Talk to your legislator.
What? We can make this fun.
And a reminder, regardless of whatever you do, we would have to
It's
submit
doubled up with a burden.
Start meeting notice.
agenda and our notice to
Mhm.
the newspaper.
Yes. So yeah, if you want me to, if he's running to find
He's
that
gonna
answer.
get Jeff right now to ask you a question and
Okay.
see if we can.
It might be difficult for the commissioners to attend an open house before the meeting. Because we have our meeting and sometimes we go on
Sure.
for a good while, not always, but there's always the chance, so it might be best after the meeting.
Sure. And you've done such an amazing job of getting everything approved that hopefully November, we really won't have too much that we need to deal with.
Meeting,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Jeff, could you comment, can we go live stream from like solid waste?
We don't have the equipment.
Wait, hold on, just dawned on me. that if it, because we are a special district, if it is at our office, we don't have to live stream according to the legislature. Because
I haven't looked at it, so.
yes, because several districts, that's why they meet, I mean, honestly, that's why they meet at their office.
Be more fun now.
We were only the
Absolutely.
meetings where we're set up like this meeting, if they have the meetings downstairs, we're not recording.
Yeah.
Just if they're in this room.
I think that's, I
Because-
think that's, I can't tell you for sure. I
Location.
think that's right. It's look, any meetings that occur in your normal public meeting place must be live streamed.
Right. But
So
if
your
it's at our
planning
office,
commission, if it's not, I think that's probably accurate.
That is correct.
But yeah, we'll have the equipment.
Okay.
So it gets back to, do you want to or not? Yeah,
So your commissioners meeting is after this, correct?
No, it's before. Yeah, this morning at 10. What
Oh,
time would you
okay.
want to have this?
but we would have to change
We
our
have discussion,
notice
I
to the
think.
newspaper.
Yeah.
Where we're gonna have it and on our agenda.
Fine. We can do
Which
same
is fine.
time that we normally do that.
Yeah, we could do the
We're
same
not
time.
gonna take till 2 o'clock, I guarantee you that.
No.
no, I would say, yeah, we can have our meeting and hopefully, I mean, normally our meetings, let's face it, they normally are fairly, flow quickly. And so if we had even ribbon cutting and everything, yeah, I would think even at 2:30 even, I think we would be fine to have people come in, but that's up to you all, but at least then we could have everything together.
We'll do it at 2.
Sure.
Fine. We'll just keep regular time.
Okay, and say the open house and board meeting at 2?
Sure.
Okay.
If it's legal,
It is.
I don't want to get.
As long as we change our agenda and our notice to the Daily Journal.
Mhm.
And you're probably gonna want a ribbon cutting after conclusion of.
Yeah, I'll say ribbon cutting too,
At the
yeah.
conclusion of the regularly scheduled meeting.
All right, so that you'll get that. It will be next in November. I don't know what day that is.
It's a 17th.
17th.
Yep.
Okay, and that will be on site to new facility.
And don't worry, we'll remind everybody.
So, okay,
All right, thank you.
thank you. Next is legal report. Ms. Gray.
I don't have anything further than what we've already talked about.
All right,
I will-
that is good.
I will cede my time to the Honorable Mr. Harrison.
I like that. I like that legal talk.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Costs more. when I talk like that.
Congress people do that too.
But you got that right.
I'm gonna reserve my time for.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you this afternoon. Again, just to reiterate, the facility is functioning very well. It's incredible how many people recycle in this county. I've been amazed every time I'm over there. It seems to be a constant flow. So the facility's operating as designed, and I think Jessie and her crew have done a fantastic job of getting it in position. We've had, a hiccup or two because of, it's just the way construction is, but we're in good shape on everything. The new dock remediation is complete, and they did that quite quickly. Duke Energy has redone the power poles out in front to where everything's run underground. We still have JC Fiber and MetroNet that are relocating their lines. And as soon as that's done, then we can complete our decel lane and get our final asphalting done and final painting of the stripes and arrows and everything. Like I said, the lawn work will be redone. If you go by there now, it's green, but it's not the kind of green we want. So it'll be redone here this fall. I think we've kind of got a good opportunity to get a nice lawn established before the weather turns on us. And then currently, the only thing we're dealing with the contractors on are just some minor punch list items. So again, nothing big, but just, they're tired of us and we're tired of them. So we'll be anxious to send everybody on their way. So, yeah, but overall, it's been a good project. We're just need to bring it to the finish line and we're real close. So any questions from anyone?
One clarification, I will let the board know. I know, there was remediation on the dock, the height. We had some issues with that. Just so everybody is clear, that was picked up by Arizona Mission through the architect. So it costs the district nothing for that mistake, just time. So,
Very good.
Good.
so.
And we're.
Yeah, doing that, I wish circumstances were a little different, wish the contractor would have called out or made one phone call, it would have been a lot less costly, but that's the way the cookie crumbles here, so.
We're well within our bond contingency and pricing, so that shouldn't be an issue as we finalize things. And hopefully by the November meeting, we should have all the numbers pretty much closed out, and hopefully our contractors done with everything and we can release retainage and move on with flying. So
Yeah.
thanks for the opportunity.
I have any questions for Wes? I think Mr. West is ready to go.
I'm packed.
All right. The next new business is, our next meeting will be November 17th at 2 p.m. at the facility itself. So just when you show up here, go, oh crap. So, okay. I got a problem with that? We're good with it. All right. Public comments. We have a young lady sitting in the back. I don't know who you are, or I should.
You wouldn't know me. I am Director of Public Relations for Caldwell. My name's Kennedy Wall.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining us today. I think that's it.
Motion to adjourn.
We have first.
Second.
All right, we are adjourned. We're out of here. Thank you, everybody.
I'm not.